It's 12 months ago today that Mike Ashley sold Newcastle United to Saudi Arabian's public investment fund Amanda Staveley and Jamie Rubin, changing the direction and the fortunes of Newcastle United forever. It also ruined my business plan. In this video, I'm going to discuss why. It's coming up. Welcome back, my name's Eddie. Welcome to my channel Tyneside Life. I cover football, history and culture of Newcastle and the whole of the general Tyneside area. So last night I was at the Newcastle United Youth Academy Training Centre by invitation by Newcastle United, courtesy of Lee Marshall, Head of Media and Content, to meet the Newcastle women's team and to get some interviews from the manager and one or two of the players. And that's in relation to the announcement yesterday that they're going to have their second match, which is going to be held here at St James's Park. The previous one on the 1st of May this year against Alnwick had just over 22,000 fans. The second one on the 27th of November of this year against Bradford. Newcastle are currently joint top, so really exciting times. Huge announcement, and the club obviously want to stimulate interest amongst the Newcastle fans to get more fans in here and to smash that record of 22,000 fans. So it wasn't just me. Adam Pearson was invited, but also Newcastle Fans TV and the Magpie channel. It was just absolutely fantastic. Being at the Youth Academy training facility, there was loads of little kids there, 7 or 8 year olds, these gifted young lads, loads of technical ability. I'm sure some of them are going to be coming through the ranks and playing for Newcastle United sometime in the future. So yeah, I've over 2 or 3 matches that I've covered now with the Newcastle women. I've interviewed Becky Langley, the manager, but also 1 or 2 players. And I'm finding that they're media savvy. So you get these kind of media stock responses to the questions that you ask. So I come a little bit more prepared this time. I wanted to ask questions to divert them away from the standard stock media responses, and to really get to know, get underneath the personality of the girls, to find out what they're all about. And it was really great. They enjoyed it, I think, and I think you're going to see a much more personable style from the girls, from the questions that I asked. So if you haven't seen it, check out the video that I did last night with the Newcastle women's football team, and I'm sure you'll love it. I'll leave a link in the description and somewhere on the screen at the end of the video. So just add some background context with my connection to Newcastle United. I'm from Gated, some of you will know. I was raised a Newcastle United fan, went to my first game when I was about 10 in 1976, and ever since I walked up the Gallagher steps and saw the pitch for the first time and experienced my first match, I think it was against Stoke. I absolutely fell in love with the whole experience in Newcastle United and become a fanatical Newcastle United fan. Now as the years went by, you know, I spent a lot of time in the military. And between 91 and 94, I was actually based in Hong Kong, so obviously couldn't get to any matches. But that was when Kevin Keegan took over as manager, about 93 I think it was. And quickly, for the first time ever, if you wanted to get into St James's Park to watch a match, you needed a season ticket. So from Hong Kong, I purchased my first season ticket. I couldn't get a standard one because they ran out. I had to get one in the Platinum Club. Anyway, that was the beginning of me having a season ticket, and I had one from 93 and got to as many matches as I could over the years. Of course, the Mike Ashley years come, and I gradually over those years, just my enthusiasm for the club dampened, become less and less. I become less and less enthusiastic. It was like being in a bad marriage, actually. You know, it just promised so much, but just failed to deliver. It was just becoming really disappointing. A false investment for me to spend all this money into an experience I just wasn't enjoying. The football was rubbish. There was no direction in the club. The atmosphere was rubbish. I was sick to death of being outsung by the away fans. It was just, for me, just a thoroughly miserable experience, and I had enough. And it was actually in Rafa's last year where it was the straw that broke the camel's back. Even under Rafa, I wasn't a fan of the style of football that was being served up, this completely defensive formation. And I had enough, and I threw my season ticket in. Had enough. So for about 2 years I didn't have a season ticket, but I did cherry pick the odd game, went to a handful of matches, and it was actually the beginning of last season where I had the idea for my YouTube channel, Tyneside Life, where I decided to renew my season ticket and start to learn these new skills of doing YouTube videos, and went to my first match against West Ham, and the first few matches like a fish out of water. having these little mini panic attacks walking around the back of the Gallagher end with a little tripod on my phone, just trying to get some footage, and it was really quite an awful experience. But that was the beginning of my Tyneside life. So anyway, the main purpose of Tyneside life was for me to chronicle the downfall of Newcastle United under Mike Ashley and Steve Bruce, and that's why I renewed my season ticket and started Tyneside life. And fast forward to the 7th of October this time last year, I came to St James's Park because I was doing the stadium tour and I was doing a video about it, and it became apparent because there was fans hanging outside that the takeover was going to happen on that day. Couldn't believe me luck. Did the stadium tour, come back out, set me camera and stuff up, and just basically just a few metres over there just hung around waiting for this news to happen. And sure enough it did. Can't remember the exact time, it was around about 5 o'clock. But I know Adam Pearson was there. I don't know if he was filming, but I'm pretty sure I'm the only YouTube channel that was there that had my kit ready, my phone ready. The precise moment the news broke and the ripple went around the crowd, and just everybody just jumping up and down and celebrating. I caught it. I did a video about it, and I looked back at the video just yesterday or the day before, and it was rubbish. You know, I was like a fish out of water, like I say. I didn't know what I was doing. I wish I had that chance again. But anyway, I think my channel is the only channel that got that initial moment, so I'm really proud of that. But that's when not only did the fortunes of Newcastle United change, but also my business plan was ruined by the club, because I wasn't going to be chronicling the downfall of Newcastle United. I was going to be doing a YouTube channel about the rise of Newcastle United. So it was from that day and on that video where everything changed for me. It's no exaggeration to say my life changed from producing that video, because on that day 12 months ago I had less than 100 subscribers. I had a bit of a pipe dream to get to 1,000 subscribers by last Christmas. I think I had about 5,000 or 6,000. Everything has just went a bit mental. As of today I'm on about 21,500 subscribers. I get stopped everywhere I go. I'm signing autographs, I'm doing selfies. I've just started a new channel called Hiking Britain. You can find it on my homepage. I'm doing guided tours. Can't believe it. Loving every minute of it. It's no exaggeration to say my life has completely changed. Amanda Staveley, if you're watching, you ruined my business plan. But thank you very much. And of course everything's changed for Newcastle United as well. In just 12 months we've spent about 210 million, bought 8 new players, broke our transfer record. We've got a full new board of directors. We've got a new CEO and Darren Neils. We've got Darren Ashworth as a director of football. We've got the magnificent Eddie Howe as manager. We'll have a strategy, a long-term plan. The club's been built from the ground up by putting the foundations in place, and it's just such an incredible, exciting time. For me, I'm patient about this build-up. I know it's going to take time. If you're interested about the guided tours, I talk about my views on expansion. I back that up with evidence. I do it with the context and looking through the lens of why Saudi Arabia bought a Premier League club, which actually changes the perspective of things. So yeah, what an incredible 12 month it is, not just for me but for Newcastle United, everybody involved, and especially the fans as well. We've now got something to look forward to. Come to the Brentford match tomorrow, full of optimism, looking forward to it. I haven't felt like that for a long time, and it's just a great feeling. I'm so glad I renewed my season ticket at the beginning of last season. But anyway, I just thought I'd tell that little tale of how Amanda ruined my business plan, and why today, 12 months ago, isn't just significant for Newcastle United, how it's in fact completely changed my life. If you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel to help me showcase the Geordie Nation to the rest of the world.